Welcome, marketing chefs. I've got something truly special cooking in our Omni-Channel oven today. Time for another one of my cooking recipes, where I will show you how to make a super easy green bean casserole and then give you some suggestions of what to serve it with. Up next in the Marketing Kitchen. Welcome to the kitchen, the Marketing Kitchen. Hi, I'm Ron Vining, your host of Marketing Kitchen TV. Today I'm going to share with you how to make a green bean casserole. It is really simple. It's a dish that my mom taught me how to cook a long time ago, and let me share that with you today. Alright, you first want to get your French's crispy fried onions, spices, and of course the green beans and cream of mushroom soup. Make sure you drain the water from the green beans. You want to get cut green beans. That's the best ones to get. About half a can's worth of milk. Get your spices together, and here we go. You ready? Empty the cut green beans into your baking pan. I'm not putting both of the beans in first to avoid spilling. Obviously, if you used a mixing bowl of some form, that will prevent you from having overflow. But when I cook, I try to make it as efficient as possible. And what I mean by that is as little things as you need to clean up as possible helps to really make the whole thing more efficient, even if you have a dishwasher. Alright, before I mix everything together, I add in my spices. I put in some oregano, I put in some basil, some crushed red pepper. Sorry, in this case, some crushed black pepper. You could certainly throw in some red pepper if you wanted to spice things up. And want to mix this medley together. Once this is fully mixed together, I will then add in some of the milk. You could use skim, low fat, or whole based on creamy preference. Stir this up a bit more. Again, this would be a lot easier if you did it in a mixing pot of some type. But to just sort of get a good consistency here, it's time to begin to add in some more of the ingredients. So I'll put in the remainder of the green beans here and begin to mix this up. I love crushed black pepper on everything, and I will also add in some more seasoning, our basil and oregano. Some people put pepper at the end. I like to put pepper in the beginning and during the cooking process so that it softens up. When you put the item on your dish piping hot, that's a good time to put some additional pepper on, but if you want to get those peppercorns to really unleash their full potential, you'll do it beforehand. Alright, I'm being careful to stir this up here so that it does not overflow the pan. And just making sure that it's a good consistency all around. In the comments section below, I'd love to hear if there's any recipes that you have, some home recipes that you'd like to share with us here. Or if you have a cooking channel and you've got some videos, then I welcome you to share those in the comments below so that my audience can take part of yours. One of the great things about the YouTube community and social media is the chance for us to be able to just share. I believe my mom first saw this in Reader's Digest or Red Book or Women's Circle or one of those magazines. She used to subscribe to all of those back when I was a kid, and I used to read them too. You can also find this on the back of most of these French's crispy fried onions containers as well. Alright, I'm putting in another layer of pepper here. Now you could certainly add cheese if you wanted, so some Parmesan cheese or some mozzarella anytime in this process. But I'm opting not to do this time. And here I'm going to put in some of the French onions. You can mix them in if you want as well. That's an alternative. But in this case, I prefer to have them be crispy and not have them get soggy, so I'm just going to put some on the top. Now, I'm not putting all on the top now because I'm going to put this in the oven as is and allow this to fully cook. And when it begins to bubble is when I'll take it out of the oven and put the rest on. So there you see the cooking temperature and time. You put this in the oven, and I've got a couple of other things cooking here. I'm going to serve this today with some chicken and some cranberry sauce and mashed potatoes. Make this a mini Thanksgiving dinner, if you will. Just something quick you could put together on a Sunday afternoon. And you notice that those French onions began to brown a bit, and I waited for that milk to begin to bubble. So now it's time you take it out of the oven and you add the rest of the crispy fried onions to the top. So just empty that whole container out there, and you want to just even that out, spread that around. Like I say, this is one of the easiest dishes to cook, and it's great. This portion here, the 2 can of beans with 1 can of cream of mushroom soup and 1 container here of the French onions, this will serve about 4 people. I guess it depends on if this is a primary side or if you've got multiple. You notice you got some KFC over there. I'm cheating. I decided to get some easy mashed potatoes from KFC to add into this to accompany the roasted chicken that I had bought at the market. All right, putting this in the oven while my chicken is cooking up. So you let this bake in the oven until it begins to turn golden brown, or you begin to see the milk begin to bubble up. And this is approximately what you would want this to look like. If you cook it a bit longer and you were to put some aluminum foil on the top, then the milk would be coming out. And here it is, so just tap into it and you see the consistency, what you're looking for. Got some Ocean Spray cranberry sauce here. I'm from Massachusetts, so I always love to have cranberries or cranberry sauce of some type accompanying my dish. And there it is, a green bean casserole with some chicken and some cranberry sauce and some mashed potatoes on the side. All right, let me show you some other things coming up in our chef series. I love pasta, and if you click in the link above, you can see a video of this lemon cream pasta that we prepared a month or so ago. If you like guacamole and you like nachos, then click on the link above for our homemade nachos with guacamole. And of course you want to have, as an accompaniment, some margarita or some Coronas on the side. Our last video we posted was of eggplant parmesan, so click on the link above for that. And we do have one talking about the storytelling soup, one of my famous super stews. In an upcoming episode, I haven't recorded this yet because I'm compiling all the pictures of eggs. There's just so many different ways to cook eggs, and I'll be sharing, and sometime in the near future, probably 10 to 100 different ways to prepare eggs. One of my favorite homemade dishes is baked stuffed peppers. See that up above? And in our next episode, I'll be sharing with you how to make gourmet mushroom risotto. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Remember, there's always fresh content simmering on our storytelling stovetop. So whatever happens in this kitchen shouldn't stay in this marketing kitchen. I'm Ron Vining, your host, reminding you to invite your family and friends to the next episode of Marketing Kitchen TV.